Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here in our final streamlined broadcast. I'm sitting here with one of the most phenomenal individuals that you'll ever meet in the WBE space. A young lady who has been a part of this mainstream organization and innovation for quite a while, the wonderful Miss LaToya Bullard-Franklin.
Thank you.
So LaToya, we're going to talk a little bit about just why is this important. So you hear about these phenomenal events that happen around the country, and of course this one happens to take place in sunny Austin, which is about, what, 2.5-hour drive away from the phenomenal place of Houston, where I know that you reside.
Exactly.
So what I want to know from you is just tell us a little bit about yourself. And you know, Shell has this big, phenomenal program called Find Your Fit. So I want you to elaborate a little bit more as to how you were able to find your fit.
Wonderful. Thanks, Donovan.
Awesome.
So we are from the Bulsard Group. I'm founder and CEO. And we're based in Houston, Texas. Our company provides Lean Six Sigma and change management services.
Awesome.
And so we have found our fit with Shell in being a service provider of continuous improvement. So we first began with connecting the dots with Shell as a volunteer and providing training for WBEs and our local RPO, which is WBA. And so that was a great, great opportunity for us to work with Shell and to give back to our local community and to other WBEs.
Awesome.
And from there, we were able to do 4 training sessions, one included at the Summit and Salute, and it turned out to be so phenomenal that you guys thought it would be great to see what we can do to transform Shell supplier diversity and you guys' processes and process improvement.
Well, I'm going to take it from that cue. So well said, and I'm going to bring it back home to what's interesting to me, because I represent the dynamic workforce of Shell Oil Company. So let me just talk a little bit more and be selfish, intentionally selfish in that space, to find out a little more about what are you doing for Shell as a supplier? What are you doing for us?
So working with you guys, along with Brian, Deborah, Damien, and Lisa, to help to map out all of the processes, all the things that you do here as wonderful supplier diversity and corporate representatives, including events, including getting the suppliers into your guys' great new system, and actually actioning them to connect them to internal Shell corporate leaders that are looking for the services that they provide. So there's an ebb and flow to that. There's processes that need to be developed, procedures, so that you guys can effectively connect internally and externally as well.
Awesome, awesome. So Deborah Stewart, the director of the Supply Diversity Program for Shell, talked a little earlier about how Shell is focused on taking our supply diversity program to the next level. We know that you are heavily involved in Lean Six Sigma training. How has that evolved in your effort to create more efficiencies to help other MBEs to be more effective in this space?
Yeah, so it's so exciting to me because I call myself an evangelist of Lean and Six Sigma. And so with my training I received as a Master Black Belt, I felt that this just does not work for simply corporate sponsors and corporate companies. We also work with NMSEC, with our local affiliate, with Dick Ebner, as well in providing training with WBA. And we also worked with the WBA staff in April Day to help them to improve the certification process and reduce from 90 days to within a 30 to 60-day process.
Why is that important?
That's very important because we as WBEs want to certify as much as possible, of course, but then you can significantly affect the income and the revenue to a particular RPO if you're able to certify faster. It's all about the time value of money. So
simplify processes.
It's all about simplifying processes, making things more effective, efficient, working within your current capacity, and ensuring that the capability that you guys have internally can be expanded as well. So we provide training and leadership coaching in that area.
We love it. So let me ask you this, how long have you been in this space?
So our company has been running for 8 years.
8 years?
Yes, and myself personally, I've been doing this for over 10 years.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I've been in oil and gas for about 15 years.
Okay.
So I feel like, you know, it's in my blood.
So with that being said, I don't think there's ever mistakes, but what are some of those aha moments that you learned, that you stumbled upon being this dynamic WB that you are today? So if you can look back 15 years prior to this, what are some of the things that you can say right now that you wish you would have paid attention to that would have helped you to even progress even faster?
And I love to use the term aha moment. That means that you were listening in training class. So those aha moments are wonderful opportunities to grow. And so one thing that I have learned is to always believe in myself. And at sometimes it can become discouraging.
Yes.
You know, you go and you speak to one particular client, another potential client. You may get a no, but you know what? That means that no, not at this time.
Oh, wow.
No, not at this time. And you have to truly believe in yourself, and what you provide is truly unique and it's worthy for someone to pick up and be interested in. And so those are the things that, you know, if you can keep your foundation and your focus in yourself, then you can find your perfect fit anywhere.
That's wonderful. So let me ask you this question, because I think it's very, very important not to only market yourself to corporations, but other WBEs.
I agree. I totally agree.
So what are you doing in that space to ensure that you are teaming up and partnering, creating these strategic alliances with other companies that make yourself more marketable when you think about these global framework agreements and these big projects?
No, it's great. And so I really do feel that in this global environment today, that we must provide holistic solutions to any provider. So partnering is wonderful, because then we can come to any WBE or any corporation and say, hey, guess what? I don't just provide Lean and Six Sigma. I also provide IT services. I provide behavioral change management.
Diversifying your skill sets.
Diversify my skill sets. I don't have to know it all, but I do have business partners that work with me in tandem to make sure we provide whatever you guys may need. And I also think it's very important for us to explain globally to partner more and determine what are the needs in particular areas around the world, so that you can provide them what exactly they need at that time. It's really important to do your research, very important to do your research.
So I'm gonna just end it with this one important step to me that I think is critical to any successful business. So we always talk about value proposition, and I want to expand that definition to what I consider as unique value proposition, because everybody has a value proposition. So with that being said, what's unique about the Bulsard Group? And the reason that I'm saying that is, you know, you think about all these organizations, and there's a lot of Lean Six Sigma training going on.
You're right.
So
exactly
why
right.
you? What's phenomenal about the Bulsard Group that allowed Shell to say, wow, they're important, I need to take a look at this organization?
Well, I believe we are wonderful and truly unique because we provide an innovative approach to focusing on the customer. Oftentimes with traditional Lean and Six Sigma programs, it's all about the process.
Oh, wow, that's
But we
great.
focus on customers. That's why we call ourselves the value experts.
Oh, wow.
We believe your value chain is your foundation for success. Unlocking your value chain will unlock your potential. And so that makes us unique, in that all the other methodologies within Lean and Six Sigma are applied, and guess what? You won't even know you're doing it, because you're making sure you make the right decisions in the right manner. And we truly believe in value is in the eyes of the customer, similarly to how beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, right? So you start with your customer first and you won't go wrong.
That's wonderful.
And we've begun a new platform as well, where we are looking at how do you Lean Six your life as well as individuals.
Wow.
So even with companies, the same thing goes outside and at home. So if you wanted to follow us at hashtag Lean Six Your Life, you can get more information, where we are providing tools and tips to Lean Six Your Life and to become more efficient and effective as individuals.
That's phenomenal. So I'm going to give you the final floor, and I'm just going to ask you, for the Bulsard Group, what's next?
What's next?
You've done everything.
Great.
In what? In 8 years. So what's next?
What's next is definitely our Lean Six Your Life campaign, where we are going across the country and providing more tips to individuals and helping them with daily development plans on any potential things you could look at achieving weight loss goals, etc. So this is taking it out of the corporate realm and bringing it into everyday life. And then also we are looking to expand globally into areas such as Nigeria, Mexico, and Angola. So look out for us. We'll be there, and we're very excited to be able to expand globally and take what we are doing with you guys here in the U.S. and take it abroad.
That is phenomenal. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for joining us on our first Streamline podcast. Also, you'll be able to access this information in probably about a month on www.shellus.com/connected. And please don't forget to tweet us at Shell Diversity to truly find your fit. Thank you so much,
Thank you, Donovan.
Franklin. I'm so happy to be a partner with you in this wonderful space, and
I'm so happy
can't wait
you're part
to
of
see
our
what
journey.
you're doing next.
Great, thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right.